Hey, I'm just Roscoe and we're back in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now last time we left off we did one mission. One mission, I say mission, one drive. One drop. And we've got 6,000 and we need about 120,000 to buy our first lorry. 120,000 is what we're aiming for. If we can get enough levels, the bank will offer us a loan, which is great. And we can get our lorry. But then obviously we have to pay off that loan. So, swings and roundabouts. Let's see what our next job is. We've got Birmingham to Cardiff, which was the same run we did last time. Birmingham to Cardiff. Cardiff to Southampton. That will be a different sort of run. What lorry is that? That's a Volvo. We haven't tried a Volvo yet. We could give a Volvo a go. Well, we do have a Renault there. 24.11. Why is that better than that? That's more money. Oh, because that one's further distance then, from the looks of it. Can we zoom in on here? I don't think we can. Okay. What else have we got option-wise? 23. Yeah, I think... Let's go Southampton. That'll be a nice, different drive. So we're going to go with the Volvo. Obviously, we don't have our own truck at the moment, so we are using the company, whoever we're working for, their truck and their trailer. We will buy our own truck and our own trailer. Wow, that is a... not keen on that interior. I don't think that's a practical colour for a working lorry. White. Or creamy white. Although that bed looks lovely and comfy. And we've got a sunroof, which is nice. There's a radio up there, which I can't have on because I normally, as I said last time, I normally have my country western radio on. Let's have a look at the lorry from the outside. It's quite a nice looking lorry in all fairness. Yeah, on with the show. I'm going to put... Wait, let's start the engine. We do have a sat-nav there. Can I see the speedometer's nice and big on here, which is nice. Let's put my side lights on. Lovely. We are going to put the other mirror on, I think. Which is up there in the left. That's really small. Why is it so small up there? I want it... We can make that bigger, can we not? No? Okay, that's where it's going. We'll probably want to look up a bit so we can actually see out. And let's get going. So we're starting from the quarry once more. We started here last time, didn't we? I was concerned that the steering wheel would make too much noise and the microphone would pick it up, but it's actually very good. It's not picked it up that much at all, which is nice. And it does make a lot of noise going up this gravel path because it vibrates to sort of make you feel like you're driving on the gravel. It'll be... This is the worst bit with the steering wheel, noise-wise. Once we get out on the road, it's not too bad. It tends to only vibrate going around corners and things like that. Or when we go over a speed bump, which we don't actually have that many speed bumps on the... I don't think there's any speed bumps on the road that I've come across. Definitely speed bumps as you're going in and out of depots and things. Let's turn here. Oh yeah, gravel road and turning, very loud. I didn't point out in the last video, but I am going to point out in this one, I'm not actually a driver in real life. I don't drive. I tried it once, and it wasn't for me. No, just don't like it. Which is strange, because I really enjoy driving on here. This road is very bumpy as well. Now, this is 30 miles per hour. We're doing 27 from the looks of it. There we go, up to 30. Perfect. I am going to try and talk and concentrate more, because last time we did miss our turning. You're going to have to get used to that with me. As I'm talking, I do lose concentration, and I'm so used to having the sat-nav on going, turn left here, turn right here. And I don't have that. Which I suppose I could put it on. But I don't... Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll put it on at some point, and then at least I won't make any wrong turns. I just need to get the volume correct so it's not overpowering. So we're driving on the left, right? Because we're in Britain, that's correct. I spend so much time driving in mainland Europe that I get used to being on the right. Nothing's coming, which is good. Put the camera back into location. And away we go. Lovely. This should be a nice, straightforward run. Again, we very much is going to be quite short runs to start off with because we are a very low level. As I say, it's a brand new account, so we're level 2 now. I think we leveled up on the last episode, and as we get higher levels and more experience and bonuses and stuff like that, we will sort of start to do longer and longer distances, and then I need to decide how we're going to deal with those videos. If you're happy to watch a longer video with me doing a longer run, by all means put it in the comments below. I'm quite happy to just record the entire run with me babbling away as we drive up the road, or we can time-lapse parts of it, or I don't want to time-lapse all of it. I feel that would take away from the whole driving experience. Well, not for me, I'd still be doing it. From the viewing experience, maybe time-lapse parts of it. But that's down the line. Obviously, if you've got any thoughts on that, please put it in the comments below. I do love to get your comments. What speed are we doing? Pay attention to your speed. There we go. Just under 50. So we're... He says, as we go downhill and we speed up. There we go. We're slowed down a bit. Very dramatically slowing down there. That was like emergency brake time. We're going to go left here to Birmingham. There we go. Lovely. Some of these slip roads in the UK, they're all right actually on this map. They've got the hard shoulder down the side, but you get into some of the European ones and they're really narrow. Oh, struggled up that hill a bit. But now we're on the motorway, and motorway driving's lovely on this game because you can sort of just chill out. You just follow the road. You get up to the speed you want to be at, which is 60 miles per hour. Not sure if I want to go up to 60. And then just sort of click on the cruise control and away you go. I do have the habit of putting my feet flat on the floor and not on the pedals while I'm on cruise control on the motorway, which is nice because my feet get a rest, but obviously not the best for reaction time. And the way the AI is sometimes, most of the time the AI on this game is actually very, very good. I'm probably going to get to 50 and then put it into cruise control. Oh, it is 50. It's not 60 anymore. And we're doing 53. As you can see, I've added a mod which now puts all those details along the bottom of the screen, which is so much better than the normal sat-nav, which is the box on the left-hand side. Which is fine, but when you're playing in 3 screens... this is the bit that drives me mad when I go onto multiplayer. I'm so used to having the details at the bottom there, so it's got my speed and what the speed limit is, and if I don't have a sat-nav built in, it will have the sat-nav in the middle of the screen, which is lovely. And I'm so used to it, so when I go and play multiplayer with my friends, with 3 monitors, it puts the sat-nav at the bottom left-hand corner of the very first monitor. So right on the left-hand... So it's almost like you're looking out the side window at the sat-nav. And as you can imagine, that is not great. Now, we want to go straight on here, and I'm guessing the slip road's going to come off at some point. So we're going to go into this lane. Because normally... Oh, no, we do want to come off here. Sorry. Coming back across. I'm a European driver. It's not my fault. Normally. I'm used to the slip lanes going off. Which it is going off, but I just should figure out where I'm going, really, shouldn't I? Okay. What was I saying? So yeah, it puts it right in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, which is a bit annoying. It's a really awkward position. So I've got this mod that now puts it in the center of the screen, and if you haven't got a built-in one, as I say, where the steering wheel is, you will have like a see-through sat-nav, which is really handy, but we don't need it because we got the built-in one, but we still get those nice details along the bottom, which is how long you've got left on your journey. Where are you? Is this a double lane, really? Oh no, you don't want to be on the outside of me. I'm I'm going slowly. That poor car's just sort of trapped in between us. And this lorry's going very slow here. Now I have to watch I don't hit that barrier at the bottom here on the left. I've done that before when I first started. Pick some speed up. We got a 60 mile per hour speed limit along here, which is nice. I'm now sandwiched between two lorries. That's always a good sign. We're doing 48 miles per hour currently. So would be nice to pick up a bit more speed, but we are turning off at the next one. So I'm going to have to drop back in behind this lorry here. And that other lorry's decided he's coming across, but he's staying where he is, which is good. You got to watch the AI, I'm telling you. As we play this series, you'll see the AI do some random things. You'll see me do some random things as well. So, but it's realistic in all fairness. There are idiots on the road. Like, it's one of the things that puts me off driving in real life. People just seriously, like, some of the things people do is horrendous, and you think, how have you got your license? So it does sort of work out in, like, people, I've heard people moan about the AI in this game and that, but it is quite realistic. They do stupid things, the AI, well, people do in real life. So you've got to keep on your toes, you've got to be aware at all times. Which is fine when I'm driving normally, but when I'm chatting away to you guys, not always the best concentration, as you saw in the last episode. We're currently at 49 miles per hour, so I'm going to hit it into cruise control and just dawdle along the country lanes. Now, I like the country lanes, like the back roads like this for driving along. And you tend to get a lot of hills and nice views and a bit more challenging drive. But for relaxing, the motorway driving's the easiest. I enjoy motorway driving with my radio on, and that's nice. It's nice to have a mixture. Like, you'll get times where you do what, 50% of your run. No, at the minute I'm probably doing about 80% of my runs are all on motorways. So it's actually nice to get off the motorway once in a while and go down the back roads. I did go to, there's islands south of France, down the bottom of France. Those are quite interesting to drive around. They're really beautiful, but you can tell the roads were not designed for lorries of this size. But I enjoyed the drive. I'm not sure I'd want to do it all the time, but it was really, I think the issue was I was too excited to see all the pretty views and things like that. And as a driver, I should be concentrating on what's in front of me. What is the time? We're at 21 minutes past 5. Now, you do have to rest in this game. There's a bed at the bottom there, if you see that. That fills up blue, and you need to rest when it gets to maximum. Otherwise, you can fall asleep at the wheel, and you do get fined for driving whilst tired. So it is a good idea to keep on that. And then once we get our own truck, we will have to keep an eye on fuel and that. Now, never, ever, ever refuel a truck on a quick job like this. If it's not your truck, don't refuel it. They would have given you enough fuel to do the job. They just would have. This lorry in front of us has got some weight on him. He's like that, slowly crawling up the hill. This Volvo's running really nicely. It's very, like, as I said, I'm always driving Scanias, so driving other lorries is actually quite nice. And this one drives really nicely. I bet this is like the top of the range one, isn't it, that I can't afford. But we are going to go down the Renault route. We found the one we want. Obviously, if you don't agree with my choice there, please let me know in the comments below and give me some better suggestions. Or give me suggestions and explain to me why they are better suggestions. If it's just you prefer it, that's fair enough. But it's probably going to take more reasoning than that to talk me out of going for one I prefer. See, this is what I like about the country roads. Bit of up and down. Not so, like, the motorways are very flat and straight a lot of the time. It's like we're in the UK at the moment, and if you see those power lines in the background there, which are red and white, I can honestly say I've never seen power lines painted red and white like that. I might be wrong. But, like, in all my time of living in the UK, which is my entire life, so 30 odd years, I've never seen them painted red and white. And it's a bit like you see a lot of, as you're driving along, you see a lot of sunflower fields and things like that. Again, not something you tend to see a lot of. Maybe more around by us, it's lots of farmland, so sheep and things like that. But sunflowers aren't something I see a great deal of sunflower fields in the UK. So it's almost like they built the UK out of the European assets, which is fine, it works. It does make the UK a bit weird to drive around on this game, so you'll find that once we get to a certain point, I'll be driving around mainland Europe a lot, because it just feels more like it should there, where here it doesn't. But I have seen a couple of YouTubers go around London and that in pro mods, and that looks really nice. Like, they've put some really good detail into it. Am I on the rumble strip? I was on the rumble strip. I'm a bit too far to the left. I need to slow down. We're going right here. Sorry, quick decision. See, I didn't miss it. I noticed. At the next junction, please take a right. Oh. Well, I didn't miss it. That's the main thing. That was called quick reactions. Going uphill here, so it might take a bit of time to get to speed. And then I'm going to hit it into cruise control, and more than likely we're going to be going downhill, which will make cruise control pointless. Yeah, we are. Look, this is downhill now, so that'll bring us up to probably 50 quite quickly. Yep, flying up. Look at that. Which is fine. We've still got a 50-mile-per-hour speed limit, so we're still underneath. We do have quite a tight bend coming up, though. So we're going to brake a little. Oh, we didn't need to brake, really. We're going uphill, so that would have reduced it a lot. And we got double yellow lines in the middle, which means no one can overtake it. Double yellow, double white lines in the middle, which means no one can overtake us. So we don't have to worry about anyone nipping up the outside if we take it a bit wide. Although I do think you get a fine in this game if you go over those double white lines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what I get for talking. I'm not reversing this time. We're going to carry on. So we got to go down here. Did that add much time onto the run? It didn't. We're currently at 16 minutes away. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. That wasn't the most costly mistake. There are times on the motorway, especially when there's not many junctions, you miss your turning and it adds an extra 4 hours onto your journey, which is a huge amount of time. We were playing online multiplayer the other day and we missed a turning, and the run we was doing was 4 hours. We had 30 minutes to go, missed a turning, and it added another 4 hours on. I'm like, we're just doing the run all over again. That doesn't make sense. But it's not like you can just turn around on the motorway. We do have a bit of traffic here, so that's nice. You don't see a lot of traffic build up on this game, and it's one thing I think it's lacking. There should be traffic build up. You should see traffic jams and stuff like that. Yes, it wouldn't be the most entertaining part of the game being stuck in a traffic jam, but it would be realistic. And this is a simulator after all. So we're going to push our way out here. There's nothing coming that way, so that's good. Let's go for it. Southampton. That was a bit of abrupt steering round that corner then. There we go, perfect. We're back on the road where we need to be. We're 4 miles away, which is going to take about 6 minutes. So that's not bad. I'm going to put cruise control on because we're coming into probably 30 miles an hour? Yeah, 30 miles an hour. So I was getting confused because in Europe it works out at 31 miles an hour. There we go, 30 miles an hour. We're toodle into town. Which way are we going? Right, from the looks of it. So I need to get into that lane. Wait for this white car to move out the way. There we go, lovely. we are taking the third exit. Roundabout's clear, which is nice. So we're going round this way. And then we're getting off at this junction here. Lovely. And I think I need the inside lane. Oh, I stopped indicating. And we're going in here. These places really close to the roundabout are a bit awkward with getting into the right lanes and that. I should have checked where I was going first, I suppose. Pause. Enter. We're going to go for the easier parking option. I'd rather get 15 XP than nothing. Because if I go for the 90 XP and can't do it, I'm going to get frustrated and just skip. And then I get nothing. So we might as well just get the 15 XP straight away. Which at this level is actually a lot of XP for us. Oh. We're going to just coast into the spot. Get into position, coast in, and hopefully the trailer will straighten up in time. That's the plan. Are you going to straighten up in time? You're not. Oh, it did just. Lovely. So let's hit that T button and uncouple, and we should get paid. So, base reward was 3,600. Proficiency bonus 48. Wow, you're so kind. So that gave us another 3,657, which is nice. We got a new message from Drivers with own equipment needed. We're looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks for a large number of deliveries. We offer competitive rates up to 5,300 for each job. Please, if you have your own vehicle, inquire directly at our dock in Birmingham. Okay. Tree ET in Birmingham wants us to do work for them, which is good. Can we take a bigger loan yet? Not yet. We're still at 100,000. Have we got a nice short job? Like if I go to the shortest distance, what have we got? Oh, it's on a go slow. Oh wow, that is really short. Wait, 1640. So that one's better straight away. 1640 per mile. But then that one's the same distance, 2076. 2206. Oh wow, we got really short ones which are actually going to pay us quite a bit of money. 23. Is that the best? 23? Which is the same run again, right? Let's take it. Let's go for a little run. We'll get on a ferry with this one as well, which is the first time in this series we'll be on a ferry. I hope it's a ferry we get to drive onto. There's two types of ferries. One you just pull into the car park and say where you want to go, and another one where you... Oh, we're in an Iveco this time. Look at the squareness on those arms for that chair. How I can look round this way, I don't... Yeah, I'm not over keen on the interior on this one, I'm not going to lie. It just looks a bit cheap. Okay, so we've got the trailer one. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so you've got ones that you just put into the car park and tell it where you want to go, and that's it, it leaves it there. And then you've got others when you actually drive onto the ferry, and I definitely prefer the ones you drive onto the ferry. Just feels like you're actually going on a ferry for a change. Okay, so let's go round here. I think Dover's the worst one to go to, is it? Is it Dover because it's on a really main road and the turning's a bit crap? We don't have a sat-nav on this one actually, so let's press F3, which will put the sat-nav in the middle there. We're going to turn left. Let's check the coast is clear, not that I can see much. And put our camera back round, that might help. Oh my god, that was terrible driving. It's because I have got eye tracking. I'm going to set that up and see how we get on with that. Which means I could actually look at... Yeah, before the next episode, I'm going to set up the eye tracking and see if I can get on with it. It's a new toy, so let's see how we get on. And then I won't have to mess around with the mouse having to look in different directions. Wait, we're doing a bit fast. 30 miles an hour. That'll do lovely. Thank you very much. And we want to go right here. There we go, lovely. That was a bit slow right there. We could have done that a bit quicker, I think. And we're going right again up here. So that's indicate. Lovely. How long is this going to take us? 9 hours. But that's including the ferry time. So it's not going to be 9 hours at all. I'm going to push myself out here. Are you going to stop? You are going to stop. Are you going to stop? Oh, you're going to stop there. Are you kidding me? Keep going. Keep going. Look, I'm blocking the road. One of you could just let me out. Okay, I'm going. Wow. People are so rude on this game. We're going over into that lane. Thank you very much. Coming across very slowly. Am I liking this Iveco to drive with? Not as much as the last vehicle. The Volvo was actually really nice to drive. It just felt nice to drive. Might just be in my head. Maybe I just drove better with it. What are we at? 43 miles an hour. I'm going to stick it into cruise control at this point because we'll be getting off in a minute. I suppose it drives okay. I am looking forward to having my own lorry so I can sort of figure out where the camera sits nicely and just leave it like that. Because you do need to move the camera around on every lorry you drive. It is, I know it sounds strange, but I just do. Each lorry's got a slightly different point of view, so let's go up here. Lovely, we don't need to signal, but we did anyway. It's just polite to signal to let other drivers know where you're going. Onto the motorway. This shouldn't take long at all, this one. We can really put the speed up now. Get it up to top speed. Don't know. I didn't check the weight of this trailer. It feels heavier or the lorry's weaker. One of the two. We are not getting off at the services. But that's fine. The services actually have a slip lane. Look at that. A slip lane. Which is how it should be for junctions, but that's not the case. As you've seen. I just feel like I need my country western music on and I can't because it's copyrighted. There is music playing for you because I would have added music in just to break up the monotony of my voice. So you've got music, I'm in silence. I can't even hear my lorry, which is... I miss that. It's nice to hear the sounds of the lorry and makes you feel like you're part of it, as it were. I've actually got surround sound set up on my... I've got my 3 monitors, surround sound set up. It's lovely. I'm doing a really bad move there. I do apologise. Sorry. YouTuber chatting and driving, not good. That was awful. Concentrate, Roscoe, concentrate. Okay, so we got our junctions coming up here, so we're going to start indicating. And this should bring us straight into the dock. And then it's a quick ferry ride across. I'm going to slow down a tad. I know it says 60 along here, but we're going to speed up because it's downhill anyway. And we've got a lot of weight behind us. It's not like a car. There we go, perfect. And off we go. I don't think it's that far to the ferry terminal. I don't know off the top of my head. It's a long time since I've driven around the UK on this game. Because I do tend to avoid it. It's not the most enjoyable place to drive around. So if I've got the option of staying in mainland Europe, I do. And that's pretty much all the options whilst you're over there. Let's signal because the lanes are merging into one. Lovely. We're sat at 55 miles per hour. I think that's a good speed to stick at. It is dropped down to 50 though, just as I said that. It's almost like it knows. It's gone, yeah, you've pointed out the speed. And it's gone back up to 60. What? What was that? Random little, yeah, you must drop to 50 and then we're going to go straight back up to 60 again. It's fine. I'm just going to stick at 50. We'll just toodle along at 50 miles an hour down to the ferry. This is extra money in our pocket. Lovely. I do feel like I'm leaning in this lorry. Uh-oh. Am I leaning? Am I just taking the bends too quickly? That might be a problem as well. So down to 30 miles an hour. Gently down to 30 miles an hour, he says. Lovely. Brake in, brake in. Oh, that was better braking. Not so abrupt that time. Where are we going? We're going straight over. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Don't hit me, anyone. Wait, wait. What are you doing? Ooh. Oh my god. Just keep calm. Just keep calm and keep going. So I'm sure it's up here on the right, isn't it? We have to get on the ferry. Let's stick to 27 miles per hour. I'm going to change lanes because it's definitely on the right hand side. I'm sure of it. There we go. So we're in the right lane. Toodling along. Lovely. It is a very nice looking game. I've actually added a mod this time round with improved graphics or something. I don't know if it's actually making any difference to the game. The game's never looked too bad in my opinion. The trees are a bit dodgy and I think that's probably what this mod concentrates more on. I just was too busy chatting to you to take any notice to see if it actually did improve things. So up here on the left hand side there's the port. We're going to go in here. Oh, too quickly. Way too quickly. Oh, it's a nice driving experience for me, isn't it? Okay, so that's going to cost us 960, which actually comes off the price of what we're being paid, because we don't get that money back, do we? Do we? I don't know. What were we on? We were on 6,000, right? What are we on now? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look back and see if that money does... Where's the gate? Well, why has it stopped us back here? Yeah, I'm going to have to check if we do pay for the ferry or they pay for the ferry. Ideally, they would pay for the ferry. Let's put our lights on a second. There we go. And now we just have to get the camera into the right position. About there, I think. And we're probably going to hit the gate. I'm going to say. Let's just... There we go. That's better. And we want to be on the other side of the road now. There we go. That was a bit of a weird... It's because they start you when you come off that ferry past the gate. It's a bit weird. Yes, I could probably have reversed a bit better and got into a better position, but we got out without hitting anything. That's the main thing. We're going right here. We need to check. Nothing's coming. Coast is clear. Lovely. Now my camera's a bit high, but we're going to go with it. See, there's red and white electric pylons. I see that maybe in Europe they have them and they've just used them in the UK. That's what I think they've done. They've just built the UK on this game with European assets, and that's what makes it feel a bit weird to people who live in the UK. Come on, people. Got a job to do. Wonder if I signal, will that help? Are you going to let me out? No? Oh my god. Quick job, he says, until all the traffic comes. I was going to go then, but... Maybe if I edge forward a bit, someone will feel sorry for me and let me out. It is just an endless flow of traffic. Come on, you know you want to let me across. Is this your way of letting me across? Oh my god. Why are you all stopping there? A fun episode of Sunday Driving with Roscoe. We sit in a traffic jam. Like, seriously. Oh, we've got a clear spot after this blue one. I'm going to put my camera in place. We're going to go. Oh, that was a lot of traffic. I was trying to be cheeky and push my way out, but No one felt sorry for me. They're like, ah, no, you can stay there. I see you pushing your way out. I'm not letting you out. Which they would. If you carried on and just pushed your way out, they would let you out. But it's a bit cheeky to do that. It's one thing them stopping and letting you out of their choice, but you're sort of forcing them to let you out. It would be nice actually if on random occasions certain drivers let you, like if the AI stopped, flashed their lights to let you out of a junction. Because people do that in real life. There are a few people left who do that. It is less common now, I will admit. But wouldn't that be nice if the AI just did that occasionally, just once in a blue moon? Because they have added things that happen randomly on this game. Like you'll get junctions closed off by the police because there's been an accident. You'll see cars being pulled over by police. Broken down cars. I need to keep an eye on my speedometer. So it is nice they've added these things. Don't get me wrong, the blocking off the junction is one of the most annoying things ever. Because we're still at 50? I thought we were going to drop down to 31. And oh, we did drop down to 31. Ah, because it's European, that's why. Toddling along. Yeah, the blocking off junctions is one of the most annoying things ever, because it always seems to be the last junction you need to get off at to drop your load off. That's the one they lock. Because of an accident or something. Always. It's always the very last junction just before you do your drop. And it's a bit like that. Really? What's the chances of that? I know it's all tied in around your person, as in your vehicle. Everything links to that. So when you're on multiplayer, for example, the reason there's no traffic is, the traffic is very much built up around where you are. So if there was two of you, you would each have different traffic. It's a bit like the weather. The weather is a prime example. On multiplayer, it can be raining on mine and sunny on Stubbs's. Now the time is tied in together. We're always at the same time, but the weather, I can't actually see the lights now. Yeah, the weather varies. We can be on exactly the same road at exactly the same time. And for him, it's like snowing, and me, it doesn't snow, but you know what I mean. For me, it's raining, and him, it's sunny. And that is because the weather's tied into you personally in the game, not to the environment. And I think that's probably the issue with trying to get AI into multiplayer, is it's tied into you rather than the environment. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I may be completely wrong. And I'm sure if I am wrong, someone will tell me in the comments below. Okay, let's drop off this load. We're going to bring the episode to a close. We did all right. We made two deliveries in this episode, which is a bit more money in our pocket. I'm going to pull into this nice, easy parking spot. I know I should try the harder ones, and I will once I get used to driving with one monitor. There we go. Part. Lovely. Bosh. Okay, if you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It does help the channel. I know every YouTuber says it, but it is true. And until next time, I'll see you again.